Agaitsu madume ga fail. Ke le boditse gore go fisa vandag mo studio and we're going to touch on what's happening more high. Local as like the Betway Premiership itlile ya fa Lufuno heartache as usual. Mamphoza na relaxitse mara mapaganea re ba bone gore ba irile business kwale ko Polokwane. Gentlemen, Mangete ball. It's unbelievable. Give ba win ba sharp. Lufuno, what do you make of Mangete?
Well, for me, I've always been clear Mangete ball. I think the
you are a fan or
the consistent that he needs to get into the Amazulu team, that they need to win 2-3 games in a row. They win today, tomorrow is a lose. You know, they're not consistent. He needs to build the consistency in his team, you know, so that he can then consolidate the positions.
But what consistency is Lufuno talking about when this man found this team at the bottom?
You can't listen. When Mangete is in the table, you can't listen to Lufuno. It's a case of an ex that's been jealous now. Because Mangete promised Kaizer Chiefs good football, it didn't deliver. But now Mangete has gone to Amazulu. He's delivering. Because where did he take the team from? The team
they were flirting relegation.
Behind Lufuno, they got relegation. But now they've climbed. They are very secure in the top 8. They're not. Whether who plays,
are they secure in the top 8? They've played more games than Kaizer Chiefs and the team below.
They've got points in hand.
No, but Mpho must be consistent. Today he says that Golden Arrows have got games in hand. Today when we talk about the same Golden Arrows that have more games in hand than Amazon, he doesn't want to entertain. He's telling us about.
We can go there.
He's telling us about.
So, as Nico's Lufuno, which position would you rather be in? Games in hand or points in hand?
No, you need points. You need points to be able to say, I've played the game, I've got points. Points are important. You know, you can't count on things that you haven't
played. You're setting this man up. Games in hand don't mean a thing to him because they don't even get the points even when they have games in hand. Because you've seen open net. No, outside is better than inside the net. So you can't be. But when you look at the business that Amazulu did in the transfer window by getting the likes of Zungu and Mpho, those players have come to be able to help Amazulu. Because ever since Zungu is now in the middle, the way that they're playing is very different, and they're very clear. If they have to grind results, they will. Because what's important now, it's not just about survival; it's about go as high as possible. So that quantum that's coming with 4-4 must stand behind.
So Mamphoza, quick one: are you saying Mangete has better quality at Amazulu than he did at Kaizer Chiefs?
Mangete has players that apply themselves better than those who were at Kaizer Chiefs.
Lufuno?
No, I don't agree with you. He needs to understand that Amazulu are not at the same stage as Kaizer Chiefs.
Yes,
so Amazulu has better quality?
No. It's above them.
It doesn't have better quality.
It doesn't have better quality.
It's above them.
Wafisa mode. Mo Kaizer Chiefs wafisa. It does not matter who you are. It doesn't matter who you are. Even the players itself, you go and talk to Dr. Kumalo now, he'll tell you, the Kaizer Chiefs jersey is heavy. It's not for everyone.
Oh, that heavy jersey, no,
saying to you,
no. Give me a chance.
For Kaizer Chiefs, Lekoko, I can tell you, players that were recruited at Kaizer Chiefs were doing far better in their teams. Given Musiman was a given, it's a simple example.
It's a given.
It's a given. He was doing well at TS Galaxy. But his performance is not convincing at Kaizer Chiefs.
Another performance that's not convincing, Mpho.
No way.
Is that,
You can't say Kaizer Chiefs jersey. What made a Kaizer Chiefs jersey be heavy? Because when Dr. Kumalo
expectations.
Because of the previous seasons, they were winning. But Dr. took from the ace into a lens of this world. So those were expectations. If you have not won anything in 10 years, what expectations are there?
All right, Mpho. Let's talk about another team that's struggling, SuperSport United. Dangerously flirting with danger.
I'm worried about our development at Sundowns, man.
They must go down. They must go down.
Is it because they're paying
the penalties of having being a feeder team of another team when you're playing in the same league? There's no way you're going to survive selling players at that rate. I can tell you that. Folks. That's why even the players say Sundowns. And how badlala le Sundowns adidlali.
Mara Lufuno asiteka monike.
You're not taking monike eo. It was go NFD. And how we are you're not coming back. Buta Cape Town, Buta Jomosol, the Cosmos.
Lufuno work as if just because SuperSport had sold players, therefore means that the SuperSport is bad. It's not the system that's a problem. SuperSport was given proper money. You used to tell us how expensive players are from SuperSport. What SuperSport did with that money, it's where then you can falter them. Did they get the squad rejuvenated? I mean, they went and got all the players that are above the certain age group. You look at that, SuperSport was supposed to reinvest the money in the club. SuperSport, when they got the money for Maswangane, what did they do? When they got the money for Botebu Khomukwena, Bomodao, Bokekan, I mean, Mudiba, not Mudao.
He's talking exactly what I'm saying. That SuperSport forgot that they need to rebuild the team.
So why are you then?
And they'll pay the price for that.
So Lufuno, is the rebuilding the money or is the rebuilding the selling? Because I'm trying to understand what
if you
the
sell,
issue is.
The simple strategy, go and look at Stelis. They take the development, the DDC team very seriously. They're very highly competitive. If you look at the log of the DDC for the past 3 years, you will see, look at where they are. Look where they are. They're dominating in that space, meaning that it becomes easier for them to get a player and replace a player. They can sell 2 players. You won't see that team. Not only that, I've seen now they've changed also the strategy. They are buying players from other teams in the PSL. They're not only
so you're agreeing with me that the problem is that SuperSport did not replenish what they took out.
That's what I'm saying. They're going to pay for that.
All right, Lufuno, I wonder what you are trying to do. And Ozamo Tremula or Keskatsena go Tabela Era hitting Kamara 18 area. No, it's Alan. You have almost the whole squad. Tisa Kaizer Chiefs, Kamara 18 area. Mara, the Polo no fit. Agoro who busy man.
Lekoko, if you're a sportman like me and follow football, one rule that you know that you don't make a sub when you're defending a corner kick. Because your team, you're getting a player that goes in when you're defending a corner kick. He's not in the tempo of the game. He gets in there. Hatibe Amakema wafika mole wa position. He was standing just in the person that was standing. Lilepo was standing in front of him. Lilepo missed that ball. There was no danger.
So are you saying Lufuno made a mistake for? It's important to see these things. When teams train, you've got systems. And before you go on, they tell you, Chief, you must arrive and do the following things.
But he's saying exactly what I'm saying to him.
Are you
making
then
a sub when you're defending a corner kick? It's always difficult.
Here's my question. Are you then blaming the coach for that substitution? Are you saying that goal is on the coach?
It cannot be a coach blame. Inacio was injured. You had to make that sub for Dove to come in. You can't blame anybody. But
Lufuno wants an ideal situation. It must be on our terms.
What I'm saying to you is that Kaizer Chiefs failed to deal. This is a player thing. A player must be able to. You can't blame a coach for a positioning of a player. Coach cannot use remote control to say stand there, do that. A player must use his own thing to say this is where I need to be, this is where I need to mark.
If you want to see the quality of Kaizer Chiefs, did you see TS Galaxy got a chance 1-on-1? Puso, where did he put it? Rosette. Okay,
Mamposa, quick, because we cannot retrofit the Morsa mention Orlando Pirates. They went there, they got their business done. 3 points in the back.
Pirates have been very clear. They want this league. It's a nice last dance for Jose. However they get it, it does not have to be pretty. All that matters to them is 3 points. And they've closed the gap on Mamelodi Sundowns. It just means now the pressure mounts on Mamelodi Sundowns because Sundowns are in games of massive consequences because it's the league, it's the cup.
Lufuno, 10 seconds. Does this now give us that exciting run in your league?
Pirates has always been in it. They never gave up. Even when they're losing games, they kept pushing. They're there. And Omunguto Lasha can lose everything.
Unfortunately, that's all we have for this segment. Do make sure that you stay with Mzanzi Fundiz. Harabo, we're still going to continue more on Diloteri Rahalang, Momo High, Diski, Yamo Mzanzi. Tamona Levatir, Rekopaneng Happy.